Afternoon, everybody. Eliza, good to see you. X amount of words. Hey, Catnips. Juicy. Choctaw Granny. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. I usually you catch the replay. Good to see you in here. Hannah UK. Oh, really? Hey, Tebow. Look, I know there's a lot going on. Everybody's covering the same thing, and I'm going to cover it too. I'm going to give my own thoughts on it. I'm a little perturbed, whatever. Good morning, Lucy. Um God, y'all, look, I know this sector likes to call people like truth. What do they call it? I don't know why, but it annoys me. Lolcow. That term just annoys me. When I first came to this sector, I thought it was a laugh out loud cow. I don't know. Anyway, where I come from, they're just called troll food. People like truth. Hey Lindsay, hey OG Feisty Cooter. Yeah, loser. Hey, go getter. So, cockadoodle doo. How about cockadoodle don't? God almighty, I lost it when I heard that yesterday. Truth trying to be all serious and stuff. Let me pull that up first. We'll get a good laugh, and then I got to get into this. Him sending his records to the prison community. Hold on, yeah. Joneson plays the breakup song. Oh my God! So I just went live on a whim. I couldn't go live this morning. What the hell did I do? Because something was wrong with Bun Bun. I thought I was going to have to take him to the vet. Now he's acting fine. I don't know. I'm just glad he's doing good. Hey, Val and me. Hey, Ange. I call truth and embarrassment to social media. Yeah, in real life. I'm sure he embarrasses people in his real life just as much. Go get her. Don't worry. I'm here to catch you up. I'm not kidding. Shout out to Lindsay, because we wouldn't even have this if Lindsay hadn't went and got it. Lindsay's like, look here. This mofo is over there writing diss track. Okay, Cletus and Truth are writing diss tracks to each other. It's all AI slop, but if I had to say who's better, it would be Truth's, because here was freaking Truth's song. Hey, Marlena, to Clue and Cletus. Let's just get into it, and then we'll get into the rest.
Oh, drill, this is real, you should know. And I can't tell you the pain I've been through.
What? Let's go back.
For not taking it serious.
Push me too hard, I don't comply.
Bradley.
I don't comply.
Oh.
This is a one-way trip, so please don't try. I had to grow, had to save my soul. This ain't no drill, this is real, you should know. And I can't tell you the pain I've been through.
What? Boy, what? Baldy, why did you do this to yourself? You see what I'm saying? Do you all see what I'm saying? He is troll food. That is what he is, cockadoodle don't. I cannot believe he got this like praise worship music going. You know, I'm so distraught, all the pain I've gone through, but I don't comply. Cockadoodle do. Ain't no way. Why? Who is just out here letting this fool embarrass himself like this? But anyway, we're here for it and we're going to make fun of it. You understand me? Yes, we are. Hey, Axelot. Cock-a-doodle-doo? Now, see, I've heard this 100 times because when he was playing it yesterday, our good friend Lynn said, now watch this. Y'all got to see this.
Okay.
This ain't no flyby. So good.
Okay. Can I critique it as it
That's
goes?
what I was going to ask, Ash. Imagine what you have to put into ChatGPT in order for them to make this song for you. They do encourage him. They do. And it's sad. I think that one girl, what is her name? She was up on the bees earlier. Decaffeinated Duchess or something. Or caffeinated. I think she's one of the girls that were emotionally held hostage up on her panel once by him. She's done with him. She said, I'm done. I can't take no more. Now, this is from Indy. Hold on. Let me find it. So, Truth goes up on YouTube Streets. I cannot find it on YouTube Streets. But shout out to CPS Laura's Big Toe Reports and Indy for getting it. I missed this. It's the lie detector test. Hold on. No, you didn't, Chica. You better be in here trolling. You wrote what? You wrote that song for Truth, bitch. What? Actually, this is a song he made in the studio before his beef popped off. Please don't discount his hard hours of studio work. He's a singer, drummer, and engineer in the studio. Shut up, Nadia. No, Chica, look here. You wrote Cock-a-doodle-doo for Whistle Dick. He took it serious, Chica. Chica, Chica, don't you come. You know who Ernie is. You clip him sometimes. Don't he remind you of Ernie Shell and the Tiger Lilies? Whatever them women call themselves. What? Bromance battle. I got to see what you're talking about, sweetie. Hold on. I thought you said you wrote Cock-a-doodle-doo for him. Videos. Bromance battle. Hold on.
And like two dudes are writing songs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, let me pull this up. Two dudes are writing songs? Chica, you done threw me off here. I thought you were telling me you wrote Cock-a-doodle-doo for him. Oh, Bromance Battle. Yeah. I wrote a song at the end. Okay, let's listen to this. Did Chica ever answer? Yep, all the way. Don't he kind of remind you of Ernie Shell and the Tiger? You know how them women ride really hard for Ernie? They do for Truth too. Don't it kind of remind you something? Yeah, I see what it is now. We're going to listen to it. Hold on. Let me go back.
Fucking spat with a grown man into a song. What do you mean put my mind in a broke? What? Right, but how do you are you implying that like two dudes are writing songs back and forth to each other because
you with us, buddy? Thank you, Breeze.
are you
Hey, Ro.
okay?
Yeah, I love the living room scene. What is he doing?
What the fuck?
Bradley.
A bromance song off? What? Yo, Cletus, I challenge you to an in-person rap battle, dog.
God, I thought he was serious for a minute.
We're gonna call it the night at the bromance. You better bring your best R&B and don't be no 7 o'clock in that shit, because there ain't no dot on that clock.
Oh my God.
Flavor Flav, get the fuck out of here.
Cock-a-doodle doo.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yo, 2 grown-ass brothers, 2 microphones, 2 egos the size of Texas, and apparently, neither one of them knows how to use a phone. All right then, drop the beat. Brother number 1 woke up ready for war, wrote 16 bars, then he wrote 16 more. Said I ain't calling him, he can call me first. Meanwhile, his brother's in the studio writing something worse. One throws a punchline, the other throws 2, making diss tracks like brothers tend to do. Everybody watching like, what the hell went wrong? They could fix this shit before the end of the song, but nope. These stubborn fools got pride to protect. One drops a track, other says bet tech. Phone sitting there with the full ass charge, but apparently dialing your brother is just too damn hard. Pick up the phone, bro. Nah, I'd rather write a song. Pick up the phone, bro. Nah, he knows what he did wrong. Back and forth.
Okay, this is good, Chica. Shout out to you. This is actually funny. Pick up the phone, bro. No, he knows what he did wrong.
Track for track, one talk shit, the other fires back. It ain't a beef, it's a bromance attack. 2 stubborn brothers dropping diss track after diss track. Brother 2 said, oh, so we rapping now? Pulled out the notebook like, I'll show him how. Started digging through friendship memories for ammunition. Ooh, now we getting personal over here. Brother 1 responds, you wanna go there? Remember that haircut you had sophomore year? Now
No, he's bald. Anyway.
everybody laughing, beef getting weak. These 2 roasting each other 7 days a week. One said, you're soft. Other said, you're dumb. The wife's probably somewhere like, where did these idiots come from? Our husbands dumbasses, you know you got love, but neither one's willing to give that pride a shove. Pick up the phone, bro. Now I got another verse. Pick up the phone, bro. I'm dropping my track first. Back and forth, track for track. Every damn disc gets another clap back. It ain't a beef, it's a bromance attack. 2 stubborn brothers, and neither will backtrack. Brum, 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 brum.
He did.
Hello? Hey, bro. What? You mad? No. You sounded mad in your song. Well, you sounded mad in your song. Wanna grab some food? Yeah, beef over. Wait, hold up. Did you say my last track sucked? Maybe. Aw, shit! Round 3! Back to the booth, headphones on. These fools gonna battle to the break of dawn. Their friends quit choosing who won the fight. They're just waiting for the next song every night. Spotify shaking. Suno needs a break. YouTube sitting there like, how many tracks they gonna make? All because 2 brothers won't swallow their pride when everybody knows they're on the same damn side. That's brotherly love with a hip-hop twist. I love you, bro, but you still getting dissed. They'll roast each other till they're 83, then argue whose diss track had the better beat. Pick up the phone, bro. Hell no, drop the beat. Pick up the phone, bro. Nah, this battle's too sweet. Track for track, laugh for laugh, turning family drama into musical craft. They ain't enemies, everybody knows that. It's just bromance combat. Tomorrow's headline: 2 brothers finally ended their rap beef. How? Their wives called both of them and told them to knock that shit off. So, bro, you still dropping your track tonight? Absolutely. Bet. Brothers! Brothers!
Okay, that was good, Chica. That was good. Thank God. Girl, I was scared to death that you wrote cock-a-doodle-doo. I am so relieved. that you wrote that. That was good. That was good. I got to give that to you, girl. I'm going to give you your flowers there. That was damn good. But ain't none of, okay, I don't think Truth has a wife. And Duma Flotch, what's her name? Clue, she don't care. They're going to keep dropping them diss tracks. AI slop. That was good, Chica. I'm dancing with my rose bush. You did. You put your opinion on it. I like it. I really do. Good Nunya, creative for AI, not the ding dongs around here. Whoo, I'm telling you, some people just need to step away from the AI and making songs. And then there are some people that are damn good at. We got my favorite will always be Big Worm Twerking, Bigger Than a Mud. Back, yeah, all that. That's a good one. Pearl has written some damn good. Well, she don't even let AI do it. She writes it herself and then puts it through AI. There's some good ones. Wolfie has done some good ones. I'm always going to love Bun Bun, Soup and Bun Bun. Shout out to Wolfie. There's a few other ones I've heard that are okay. And then some people just back away from the AI. So I could not find this myself, but Indy got it. Does anybody know when this actually happened? Truth going up on YouTube streets. That's right. Big Worm Twerker. It is. And it's so easy to get the little one with it. I'll tell her I'm going to pick you up from school playing Big Worm. And she's like, don't you dare. I like the song, but don't you dare. Anyway, we're going to listen to Truth up on YouTube streets. They ask him to take a lie detector test. This is funny.
I talked about all this on my live earlier when I did my.
I think the Proudfoot's the only ones that wanted an apology, right?
No, they can kiss my ass. They're not getting an apology from me.
Whoa, why not?
When they bring their son home or help bring their son home, they'll get an apology from me. When I see that they're actually doing something to look for their child, they'll get an apology. That's my personal opinion.
Why is Seth not getting the same energy?
Fuck Seth too. It's been fuck Seth forever. What do you mean?
So
Thank you, Robat. Thank you so much for that.
Wait a minute, but they gave you, okay, so you're not really taking accountability for what you said. You're just kind of just like, you know, fuck it, I would do it again if I had to.
No, I would do it much differently. But when I'm talking about, I didn't ask for Katie to say those things and put that into my soul. I didn't ask for that, bro. She said that shit and put it out there into people's soul. I didn't ask that. I didn't ask for none of that. I didn't ask her to tell things that were so personal and then told not to come online about it. I didn't ask for any of that. Those were the conversations that I was asking about. That's conversations they went on.
I can tell you, I bet.
That's why I couldn't find it, Bethany. Soup, he's on New Age Plugs channel. See, I'm just getting introduced to these prison channels. The only one I really knew of was Jessica Kent before all this allegedly speculating stuff happened.
They regret telling you anything because now they're in a weird position, you know?
No, I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they should have kept it to talk to the news outlets and not going behind the scenes to every YouTuber and starting shit between people.
Hey,
when you should be looking for your child. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. Like, that's my perspective.
Okay, another thing too. I know we're on Kick now too. And things are. I know you've already been on Kick, but
Right.
Your name is Truth.
Oh my God, there is Count Tessa, girl. I was about to come looking for you. Where have you been? It is so good to see you back. Dang, I've missed you. You know, you got them subscribers. They've always been with you, and then they're gone, and it's like, okay, where are they? Countess is one of those. Okay, so check with the vet on some of those banana chips. He didn't get none today. None. But they're made by Oxbow. I don't know if he's been chewing on something he's not supposed to, but he's acting like he's doing better now. He's over here hopping around. He's got life back in his eyes, but he really did scare me there for a minute. Hey, Freddie. He really did. Wait a minute. Ben's stirring here and there. Well, I'm glad to see you back. And there's Peg. All of these idiots need to shut the fuck up. Yes, they do.
Do you ever take a lie detector test?
First of all, feds up. What?
No, not for me. No. You do it yourself. You get it all.
Yeah, hold on, bro. Let's get back to reality.
And only about Sebastian Rogers. I don't give a fuck about your personal life. Only about what's been said. Because what's been said has been some crazy shit, bro.
Right? How about this? I'll answer it just like this for you, okay? When see, this is where it's gonna put me in a fucked up position, all right? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna shut up, okay? Because
You ain't never going to shut up. That's your problem. You ain't shut up. And Cletus is up there. And why is he using Popcorn Sutton's picture?
I feel like this is not proactive in any way. This is coming at me like I'm a liar.
No.
And
I just
but
want
it is.
transparency, man. That's all we're
Well,
trying to hear, bro.
transparency. Ask other people that were involved with their transparency. How about that?
So just information you know other people do know for sure.
1 billion%. 1 billion gazillion %. I'm done. Listen, this is not.
And we're talking about. Yeah, I know
This
we're
is
talking about. Okay.
this is crazy, bro. Like I'm not here to do that. I'm not here. I literally am trying to help the best I can. Keep Sebastian a priority. I said what I said. Should I have said it? Probably fucking not. But I did. What do you want me to do from here? I told the truth. That's the whole thing. I didn't lie. You said elevated truth. You want to take a lie detector test? I told the fucking truth, bro.
Okay, he's saying, look, I said what I said. He's saying he stands on it.
So what's wrong with saying the truth about a missing child?
Well, you're in a weird position too because you're holding information as well.
Do you think it's okay? Cool.
Oh, I like what he said there. Well, you're in a weird position because you're holding information as well. Now, according to Truth, which I don't believe anything he says, he did take his information to law enforcement, but I don't believe him.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think you should say it, but you're in a weird position because so it goes against it's contradicting. You're being transparent with information to help find Sebastian, but you're holding information at the same time. So
You're not that late, Sally. It's a good question. Just Jake, why is Cle? I think he talks in this one. Hold on.
information to help find Sebastian, but you're holding information at the same time. So so the FBI knows. Does the FBI know the information you're holding?
You see how this conversation would work better if you had a conference with like other people and not in front of 1,000 people? Where I don't think this is going to help the case in any way to discuss this back and forth. It's just going to make me look like a liar that's holding information and only me. You see what I'm saying? Like this doesn't do anything but make me look like more of a piece of shit. When I'd be willing to talk to you, but I don't think the things that I'd be willing to talk to you should go out to the public. The same way as I shouldn't have said what I said, because for 2 fucking years I stood up for nobody better fucking say that shit, and I'm the one that ended up doing it. I feel like a fucking asshole for it, but it came out and it happened. I don't know what anybody wants me to do about it other than take accountability for it.
Well, you said fuck the Proudfoots.
Well, I do think, listen, bro, for many reasons other than what we're talking about.
For me,
why shouldn't it be? Why shouldn't it be fuck all the parents until they find their kid? Why not?
Kelsey.
Because it's hard for me to do that. You know, for both sides, I give a both benefit of the doubt. You know.
Okay, well, but with respect, you haven't been following the case like that either. You haven't had personal conversations. This is a real uncomfortable thing for me because it's really quiet on the panel, and I don't feel comfortable with how quiet it is. So
he doesn't feel comfortable with how quiet it is on the panel. Why? I don't know exactly why. Yeah, I'm going to have to think on this one, but why is the silence bothering him?
All due respect to you.
Hell.
I'm just telling you, I'm being real.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to have a conversation off of here, I'm just not in the game to keep getting smashed every fucking day. And all this right here will be turned into 900 clips and all used against me for what? Because I spoke the truth about something that was uncomfortable. That's it. And because I betrayed the trust of a missing child's parent. I mean, listen, you're not going to make me feel bad. No one's going to make me feel bad.
Hey, Vivian's on it, I think. Because he's been clocked by these dudes and he feels uncomfortable. I think that's exactly what it is, Vivian.
If that makes me an asshole, don't follow me. Don't fucking come to my channel.
You answer the questions. It's just, we got to know. The chat's actually saying I'm not doing hard enough questions.
Okay, well, am I a suspect? Like the fuck? What kind of
Yeah,
questions?
dude, we need you guys, let me get your side-by-side look.
So I don't, and it's just pushing me against the people that I care about more because I stood out at a certain point. I don't feel like it's going to create anything good. It's just that was I wearing the channel suicide if I did it? Yeah, I do. But in the end, maybe it'll be something and maybe it won't. But my soul is a little bit more cleansed by it. And I think it's funny that it was said that the parents acted like it wasn't true and it didn't happen and no one's paying attention to that, right?
Hold on. The silence bothers him because he claims they know exactly what he knows. Yeah. And so they aren't saying, yeah, this is true or not true. It's a jab to Clue and Cletus, in my opinion. I think, yeah, that makes sense, Nunya. Because Cletus is sitting right there. He's being very silent. Why?
No one's paying attention that they play out lied on the panel that it didn't happen. And there wasn't a code word when there absolutely was.
One last question.
Yeah.
If you know, we're all hoping that this is like what everyone's hoping, and this would be like the fairy tale ending. If Sebastian comes back when he's 18 years old, you think he would be happy with the stuff that you put out?
I think what I put out would be the least of the things he was worried about that people have said, including his own parents and his own dad, who describes his essay in detail on a panel. So no, I don't think it's the worst thing that's been put out. Like the same way as his father acted like he was jerking himself on a panel and thought it was funny. No, I don't think it's the worst thing that put out. Although, unfortunately, it does, you know, I don't know. Nothing I say is going to help. That really and truly. People have had a lot of questions. Everybody's mumbled under the scenes, and then all of a sudden they act like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Miss me with all that bullshit, because half the fucking creators knew, half the fucking audiences knew about it. They just hadn't talked about it out in public, and that's just the simple truth. So I'll keep taking all the heat. I appreciate you having me up here. Y'all use me to hate me. I have no problem with that. Don't give a damn. Y'all keep saying it doesn't help anything, so why? But yet, what are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing?
Well, they're not interfering, that's for sure. Hold
That's a good
on.
question. Why the searching stopped? You know.
Well, you'll search for something that's not missing, and I'll.
Hold on just a second. Let me yeah, Indy did. She put I want to hear what Cletus had to say. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up.
Like, what do you? I don't understand.
So here's my thing though, right? Is there's
Oh, can y'all believe that? I landed right on it where Cletus starts talking. And in my opinion, Clue and Cletus claiming they'd support him has nothing to do with supporting what he rambled off. It's just that they'd still be friends with him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's listen to what Cletus said.
this is my exact point. There's a lot of things that have been said that can't be verified, and I mean, quite honestly, Seth has said a lot of things that have gotten spun differently later, and that's a key one that a lot of people have played on. He has come out here and said that Chris said that, but it's never been vetted, because quite honestly, the only people that could ever vet that would be Seth or Chris and anybody that was privy to that conversation. You know what I mean?
No, it was on a panel.
Look at name it Truth's avatar, anti-red dot community. Take that shit down. It's weird. Okay, you're doing too much.
Okay.
It was on a panel. He said it on a panel. I mean,
Okay.
for a fact, he did.
Okay. I just don't. I don't remember that. That's all I'm saying.
I got another question, Truth. Do you believe everything that you were told?
By who?
By the information that you gave out on that live, everything that you said, do you believe all that? Or any of it?
I mean, with all due respect, you got to be more specific.
Okay, well, you talked about the I don't even. It's so, dude. It's so.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm talking
believe,
about? Yeah.
Do I believe that those events occurred?
Yeah.
Well, the mother said they did, so yes.
Oh my God.
Point blank and simple. I said what I said. I'm not lying. I'll say it again, 10 toes down, no disrespect to anybody. The mother said it on a phone call.
Why is the bigger channel? Why no one covering what you're talking about? Because dude, this is a bombshell.
I can't be responsible for.
You know, I should be giving more commentary through this, but this has actually got my attention. Let me see what y'all are saying. Evil Queen, I am too. Some of it I am. Truth is doing what he does best, showing himself. Hey, Stella. The chat is tearing him to shreds. Thank you. Let's read the chat. Yeah, they are.
What other people say or don't say, bro. And this is why I don't want to do this, because it puts such a bad situation. I choose not to do this anymore right now.
You feel like you're in a trick bag right now.
Yeah, real bad. And it's like a washing machine.
Bro, I don't know. I think what you, dude.
I see Vivian in there. Vivian says he said he gave everything to FBI backpedaling, and I have no doubt that these guys, what is it, New Age Plug, they are paying attention to their chatters.
It's crazy. It's I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, and from your perspective, I understand why you're looking at it the way you are. And mind you, I have not looked at.
Robot, that's what I was going to ask. Why is Cletus letting him talk? Because typically Cletus is what he's the cleanup when it comes to truth. He comes in and stops truth from whatever he's about to do or say. He's usually the one that comes in and, hey, let me tell you what I think. He knows, like Cletus, or I don't like him, but he knows what he's dealing with, who truth is. And he knows that this guy is very unhinged. He's going to say something crazy. But right here, right now, nah, he's just letting him talk. Yeah, that could be true, Casey Lee. Casey Lee says Cletus is trying not to be thrown under the bus by him. Who died? Yes, he died. Who did? I know, Dolly did. I can't even talk about it right now. I'm very upset by that. He's talking to the prison community, so he doesn't want to admit he's a snitch. They are treading very lightly. Also, he told these guys, not these guys right here, it was another channel, YouTube Streets, that he had 7 felonies, but never did any time. Yeah, some ain't adding up. Cletus is not going to stand by what truth is doing. The dog is off the leash and running amok in the neighborhood. Right? Cletus owes him nothing, in my opinion. Absolutely not. He doesn't. Let him go. But typically, he would interject and clean up what truth, or stop what truth is about to do. I just don't understand him making that allegation and seeming to support them after the allegation, and yet has lost his mind over someone else supporting a person in prison. Yeah. It adds up to you. No, Cletus is just going to stand by and watch. A lot of different opinions here.
It's your chat, so I have no idea what anybody's saying. I'm talking to the people on the panel. I'm just simply saying, bro, I'm going to stand on what I know I heard with my own ears, and that's it.
I think, Plug, respectfully, right, like you said, you don't know, you're not up to speed on it, right? And I think to jump in on the most recent and then try to catch up probably.
But let me ask you something,
gonna
Cletus. Let me ask you something, Cletus. What Elevated Truth just came out with the other day? That's the biggest thing, and this is from an outside person in true crime that doesn't know the Sebastian Roger case like anybody in the chat or you guys do. But from looking in, this is the biggest thing I've seen in this case for a lot since Crabtree got caught with the cocaine. This is the biggest thing.
Yeah, I'm going to play that here in a minute, CPS, if you don't mind, and it's from your channel.
I've seen.
So let me ask you this.
Allegedly, not really. I'm just, Crabtree knows I'm joking. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this. In terms of sensationalism and things for people to talk about, I don't disagree with you. Of course, it's sensational and people are going to talk about it. But in terms of actually finding the child that's missing, is it really the biggest thing?
So far, I think information-wise, I probably worded that wrong, Cletus. But you were right about content or like new. It's like a headline. Like we haven't had anything.
I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Go ahead.
I did, but see, here's the thing, bro. This did not help me. This did in no way coming out with this. Did it help me, assist me? Bro,
no, it didn't, did it?
My channel, it has destroyed my channel for the actually.
Ooh, somebody's in there saying Cletus is the PR handler.
Other than my real hardcore people that believe in me and so on. But as far as like this did not, there was nothing about this that did me anything good coming out with it. And I knew that before I came out with it. And I still made the decision to stand on what I did. I don't know how else to put it. Anybody can think whatever they want to about me. And I don't think that it should be discussed without you having some background, maybe in the background, because like I said, there are other.
What the hell are you talking background in the background? Does anybody have the timestamp? I'm using the transcript and I put it in. Does anybody have the timestamp of the where he is asked to take if he would take a lie detector test? Hey, Scouty. I think CPS has it. We just might go over to hers. I just really wanted to hear a little bit more of what Cletus says.
The things that I haven't said and other people haven't said out of respect, and I'm not going to. There's context to it.
There's more. Wait a minute. Hold up. No. There's more.
I said, bro, listen, I'm not gonna give myself.
Don't say it. But that's
not what I'm saying. Is when you asked just a second ago, do I feel like I'm being put into, not necessarily on purpose, but a position? You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way this is, because what not even on your doing, but like it's gonna put me and people I care about against each other unnecessarily. When what Cletus said is right. Anything that I may think is important, I think it's important that I talk about it with people who would be able to judge whether it needs to go to the public or not. Does that make sense? Because I don't always make the best decision whether something should go to the public or not.
No, you
Why
don't.
do the Proudfoots feel so comfortable to tell you this stuff?
The Proudfoot saw me as an autistic person they could control, in my opinion.
That's here we go.
And they didn't realize that I'm a smart motherfucker, just like a lot of other people don't realize I'm a smart motherfucker. And I grew up.
Shut up. Now you stop with that ignorant shit. I get so sick of hearing that because I'm autistic. Because I'm now they came to you because you're autistic. I don't think so. Here we go. Excuse. Because I'm autistic, I'm allowed to treat people and talk to people however I want to. And don't you dare hold me accountable. Here we go with this shit. Hey, Mom Jeans. Wait a minute. Truth loves. Oh my God. I knew he was going to do this.
On the streets. It is what it is. I can't put it any other way. They underestimated me. And I'm not here to be a badass. I'm simply here I should have never said it in the first place, according to everybody, right? But for me, my soul, and to be able to know that I at least spoke up for maybe Sebastian cheated somebody. I don't know.
Peg, I said the same thing. They need to be embarrassed. Why? And see, we saw this months ago. We saw before he spiraled out like this. We watched him do this shit. Okay, he's really been spiraling the last week or so, or more, because then was a couple of weeks ago he said he had heart attacks, strokes, aneurysms. He was in the hospital. And then 4 days later, he's on here screaming and hollering and carrying on. I'd be embarrassed too. Hey, Mixed Spider. Where does he get the idea that autistic children and adults are easily controlled? That is a good point. I didn't even think about that when he said it. More evidence you don't have a fucking clue about actual autism. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know if he has it or not. Just like his wife. I don't know if he has one or not. You can get mad if you want to. I tend not to believe a lot of what he says. I don't disagree. In my opinion, the Proudfoots have shown they prefer to be the conductor of the narrative. Yes, we saw that on Granny's Watching and prior. Felt that way for years, in my opinion, but that doesn't mean anything truly. I said the same thing. I think that was yesterday. Said the exact same thing. Thank you, Nanya.
Bro, it happened. It came out of my mouth. I said it because it was true. I can't give anything else to it but that. It wasn't to fuck over any of my... Huh?
Do you think you're painting Sebastian into a negative light with some of the comments that were said too? That's another thing that's been talked around with the community, like some details that shouldn't have been out. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you painted him like, because you're saying how one household looked at him, and then you were saying how the other one did. So it was like,
I don't think that's anything that I've painted. I think that is a community-wide observation that may be different now because I brought light to it, and it's not what people want to talk about or agree with me with. But that's not something that I just came out of thin air with. You see what I'm saying? Like, saying this same thing went down with, I ask hard questions. Questions people don't like because they sound effing horrible. But there's nothing pretty about missing children's crimes or pedophile crimes. There's nothing pretty about that. And it takes somebody who does not give a fuck to actually ask the questions. And it offends a lot of people when they do that. Here's the thing.
Oh my God.
This
guy is actually unbelievable. He thinks he's like some type of journalist or something. Or interviewer. He's out here asking the hard hitting questions that nobody else will ask. are you kidding me? Hey, Kitty, how you doing? When was he on TikTok? Did he use autism? Yes, he did. He did. Didn't he? Nunya? Nunya's in here. Ash. Did he use his autism as an excuse when he was on TikTok? I watched a lot of those videos. I think he did. Yeah, Kelsey. A couple of weeks ago, he was live talking about he had a heart attack and many strokes, and it went on and on and on. Hey, Zero Jules. Misty Day, good to see you. None of these things ET came out with needed to be said on the internet. Nope, it should have been said to LE if he truly thought that. I agree. He says he went to LE, but I don't believe anything he says. He didn't ask any hard questions with Seth. No, he didn't. He was an asshole to him. Big difference. Yeah. The thing he asked him was, why don't you have a banner up for your son like we do? Or like he does, like Truth and the others do. He was an asshole to him. He wasn't asking any hard-hitting questions. Look at Carl. I've been wondering about you. The hell was that? Thank you for hitting the like, Carl. Oh my God, none of us can cock-a-doodle do.
That's it. And if I'm wrong for that, I'm wrong for that, and I'm not the creator for you to follow. It's that simple.
I want y'all to notice he always goes back to that. Numbers follow. This is a thing for him. I'm not the creator for you to follow. Don't follow my channel. Don't join. Don't subscribe. He always goes to that, which tells me that that's very bothersome to him. And this is all deflection right here, Truth. Instead of addressing what you did and what you said that was hurtful about Sebastian and the parents, you're doing the same thing you always fucking do, dude. I'm autistic. You can't ask me nothing. You can't criticize me.
Nothing more and nothing less. I was Team Sebastian when I came onto this damn thing, and I will leave Team Sebastian if that means that, you know, I lose anybody or whatever that I think are good people in the process. I'm willing to do that. If it means losing my channel to speak the truth, I'm willing to do that. That's it.
Even if it took, paying him out to be a predator?
That's a real sideways question to ask, because you're saying painting him out to be, and I don't wish to speak on anything anymore on that sort.
Wait a minute, Lance. Soup, this idiot said during his 4-day hospital stay that his wife snuck him out a few times. So he had a break from laying in the bed. He's a liar. No, she didn't. He is such a liar. Like that right there, you know that that's just not true. I don't even think he was in the hospital. Yeah, the doctor would have told him to chill out. None of this. I got the mighty, this idiot. What an embarrassment.
And I hope you understand what I'm saying.
No, I hear what you're saying. But yeah,
trust me, this don't feel good. This don't feel good, bro. There's nothing about this that feels good.
What?
There's nothing about this that's been this has been absolutely miserable since I opened my mouth. When Cletus did say one thing that was very true, and Clue said it on her panel, that if I came out and said this, it was going to be channel suicide. And they are damn well probably right. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's a lot that I held on my soul.
Which that right there, excuse me. And I'd like to know how you all feel about this. I do believe that some things were told the truth. I do. I said this yesterday. I think there's a little bit of truth in what Truth is saying. There's a lot of, lies as well. I feel like the parents have told him some things that he should have never known about. Why, I don't know. And I think they shared with Clue and Cletus, as well as Granny and some others. I don't understand why they would do that or feel comfortable doing that. I really don't. That's just me being honest. That's not saying that any of them are guilty. Kill that noise. I don't even want to hear that shit. It's just a legit question. And Clue and Cletus told him, like, if you come out with the things that you have been told by Chris and Katie, it is channel suicide. And it was. And I guess I'm wondering, what made him come out with it the other day? I mean, just randomly, he just starts spilling it all. Everybody else is real awkward. That's the day that Granny's panel happened. Everybody's very awkward. Did I say Granny's panel happened? Hell far. Clue and Cletus, they said, look, he's a grown man. He's going to say what he wants to say. If this is something he wants to get off his chest, that's on him. He was probably mad Cletus didn't send him a card. Well, yeah, could be. He has been yes, he's definitely getting pushback for what he'd been saying recently. He was trying to deflect from it, but he knew that he was going to get that type of pushback. Let's see. Ash says, I don't believe he has any earth-shattering information or any information that would help the case at all. His Katie, tossed him in the told me that. That was, you are so correct about that. I think that they have said some weird things. Thank you, Kitty, for the gifted membership. Who got it? Well, let me go back to my channel to see. Kitty is always gifting a membership. Thank you, Kitty. Garden Hoe got one. Thank you so much. I don't know. Let's hear what Cletus says.
It felt wrong to me. I don't know if it means anything, but at the end of the day, maybe Sebastian wanted to say something, couldn't. We don't know because we don't know where he is.
No, don't you dare start that bullshit. Like you're Sebastian's voice. You are not.
And there should never be secrets, the words secrets, between a missing child's parents and social media YouTubers, and then expect that those, quote, secrets aren't going to be told.
Well, I think the information that we would want is something for us to go on to look for him. Like the little side stuff was, I don't know. It's kind of, some people think it was not tasteful. It was, it was not appropriate to say, but that's, you know what I mean?
What is appropriate, brother? Respectfully.
Well, here we go with the brother stuff, please. I think the dweeb has finally stopped saying brother. Now he's going to hear this and pick it back up, brother.
I guess that's subjective, ain't it?
Is that appropriate from a survivor's point of view? Or is that appropriate from a, everyday, never had an issue point of view? Or is that appropriate from a prisoner's point of view or a convict's point of view? Or is it a sex offender's point of view?
Can I chime in on that?
Go ahead, Cletus.
I think for me personally, it's from a missing child's point of view.
Yes, and after this, we're going to go to that. He actually sends these guys, y'all. Now stick around. He sends these guys his record. Shout out to CPS Laura's Big Toe Reports for getting that.
They come home and hear what's said on the internet, right? And I mean, like I said, I'm guilty of saying some pretty foul stuff, right? I know that. But in retrospect, I've also learned a lot of things. And I think that at the end of the day, that's what we've all got to judge, is if this missing child comes home and has to live with what has been said about him online.
Ain't knowledgeable.
I think everybody's conscience has got to weigh in on that.
I agree with that 110%. And you know that I do understand that. Would you, and I don't want to go back and forth. Would you agree with that? I don't need you to do that, right? I just when Cletus and I need to talk, we'll eventually talk. That's still my friend. We just.
Oh, shut up. Write another diss track, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Agree greatly. I'm not happy with certain things, but I still got mad love for Cletus and Clue.
Hey, Cletus said you're the same person online as offline. I respect that.
I am. There's no difference.
I imagine. He's an idiot offline as much as he is online. I have no doubt.
This is me.
I think you do got a screw loose, but hey.
I mean, a screw loose may be.
With New Age said, I mean, you do have a screw loose. One.
Listen, let me explain something, brother. When you're made by monsters, no, hold on. When you're made by monsters, you must become a monster to survive those monsters. You just choose what to do with those monstrous ways.
Oh, shut up. Here you go with your big story. Look, when you're made by monsters, you learn how to deal with those monsters. He just said you're an idiot. All right, you got to screw loose. It's not that deep. We don't need any more trauma dumping for you, Baldy. Okay? God, here we go. He can't help himself.
I choose to do it to fight for the better. It may not be how everybody else does it, but I have no problem being that one that is that guy. I don't care.
We want the life story, bro. We want the full life story.
Never will give it, because the only thing I'll tell you is, no, listen, I'm just being straight up with you. It's not about me.
Oh, the good Nunya is in that chat. She says, question, why does Truth feel like he knows what's best for Sebastian more than his parents? Does he feel like that's overstepping his roles as YouTubers? Of course not. He ain't even going to look at the chat.
It's about Sebastian. It's not about me. Simple as that. I'm just a random person on the internet who has a life story that I share on my platform. But with all due respect, you got people in the chat that just don't want to hear anything.
About Sebastian, why is no one looking for him anymore?
That's why I brought up, why do you think?
All right, I'm going to let a few more minutes of this play, and we'll run to the ladies' room, and then we're going to go to the part where he sends over his criminal record.
I started talking about him, and all of a sudden, now everybody's fucking posting.
Was it my alien question? No, this is my other question. Remember when you were on our pod? I think I might have stirred this up because I hit you with that alien question, right? And then you left and you went and did a live about Sebastian.
No, see, y'all are trying to, this is some slot. Listen, here's the deal. I said, I'm not no dummy, right? So at the end of the day, I made a decision after holding some shit in for whatever long period it was, after figuring out the campaign that was pushed against me based on a lie, okay, that I was this predator, I was this dangerous person, blah, blah, blah. It all came out a year and a half later. And when it all came out, yeah, man, I fucking was in a real fucked up place about it. Then I end up in the hospital, that whole situation. And I come out after being in there, not knowing whether I was going to make it out, not knowing whether the blood that I had on my brain was from a brain bleed or from when I hit my head. I haven't even talked to my audience about it. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm laying there, what the fuck are you going to do when you're laying on your back in a hospital bed? Can't move it really. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, my wife would sneak me out just to keep it real. But you got a lot of time to think. And when I came out, man, I don't know whether it was the medicine or whatever. Like I said, I quit taking that shit 4 or 5 days ago, and it's been hell since. But I didn't like who I was becoming. And that doesn't change the truth of what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked up in the way that I said it. I should have fucking been more caring and careful. But I do believe that I do believe that
No, he did not.
It came from the right place from my perspective, and I apologize to anybody that it did offend, right? And I talked about all this on my live earlier when I did my.
I think the Proudfoot's the only ones that want an apology, right?
No, they can kiss my ass. They're not getting an apology from me.
Whoa, why? Why not?
When they bring their son home or help bring their son home, they'll get an apology from me.
Whoa.
When I see that they're actually doing something to look for their child, they'll get an apology.
Whoa. Whew, let me get a drink. This mofo said his wife snuck him out of the hospital. What? That's what Lindsay was talking about. You can't I've never known anyone sneak their loved one out of the hospital after a heart attack and a brain bleed. Okay, I love you, Nunya, but don't you start that devil's advocacy stuff. Everyone's different, though. You know he's lying. Honestly, I understand what truth means. Basically, when you're made by dweebs and surrounded by dweebs, you become the dweeb to survive. Yes, Golden Crocs. That's exactly what happened to Truth. Damn Nunya. I swear she does that to troll me sometimes. Nobody can tell me different. Now let's go back a little bit to what he said.
That I was this predator, I was this dangerous person, blah, blah, blah. It all came out a year and a half later. And when it all came out, yeah, man, I fucking was in a real fucked up place about it. Then I end up in the hospital, that whole situation. And I come out after being in there, not knowing whether I was going to make it out, not knowing whether I had, whether the blood that I had on my brain was from a brain bleed or from when I hit my head.
Ah, shit. You damn liar. You've had some, you don't have a damn brain bleed. Now shut up.
I haven't even talked to my audience about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Your audience?
So when I'm laying there, what the fuck are you going to do when you're laying on your back in a hospital bed? Can't move it really. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, my wife would sneak me out just to keep it real. But you got a lot of time to think. And when I came out, man, I don't know.
You had a lot. You act like you went to prison or something. When you're laying there in a hospital bed, you got a lot of time to think. Shut up. I found it, Lindsay, if you're still in here. He said his wife snuck him out. Can y'all believe it? Sometimes I don't even know what to say.
Whether it was the medicine or whatever, I like I said, I quit taking that shit 4 or 5 days ago, and it's been hell since.
You were not on any medicine like that. You're a dummy.
I didn't like who I was becoming. And that doesn't change the truth of what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked up in the way that I said it. I should have fucking been more caring and careful. If you know, but I do believe that I do believe that
you none yet. They lost their cock-a-doodle-doo for days.
It came from the right place from my perspective, and I apologize to anybody that it did offend, right? And I talked about all this on my live earlier when I did my.
I think the Proudfoots are the only ones that want an apology, right?
No, they can kiss my ass. They're not getting an apology from me.
Whoa, why? Why not?
When they bring their son home or help bring their son home, they'll get an apology from me.
Who are you?
When I see that they're actually doing something to look for their child, they'll get an apology. That's my personal opinion.
Why is Seth not getting the same energy?
Fuck Seth too. It's been fuck Seth forever. What do you mean?
So
this is embarrassing. Like, you are okay, Cletus. What you gotta say? Like, this is actually embarrassing. I don't know how he has any supporters at this time, but look, I've seen worse have people that support him. You got Ernie Shell over there. He's still got supporters. Prayer Garden. I have no doubt that Truth will keep supporters.
Wait a minute, but they gave you, okay, so you're not really taking accountability for what you said. You're just kind of just like, you know what, fuck it, I would do it again if I had to.
No. I would do it much differently.
But when
that threw me here, Kitty. When they said, man, when they said that he's allowed to his opinion. Truth is entitled to his opinion. Do you know what his opinion is? Which I don't have all the terms or a way to word this right now. But that response, just that response in and of itself, just waved all types of red flags for me. So this is where I need Pearl for stuff like this. Like, Pearl, where are you? Like, that was so weird to me. Truth is entitled to his opinion. Do you know what his opinion is? And while they're on the panel at Granny's, Truth is over there giving his opinion. And his opinion is that, well, we all know what that opinion is. That was Jackie. I mean, we're not talking about Truth is saying, I don't like the clothes that Chris wears. That's you being entitled to an opinion. Or I don't like the type of music you listen to. That's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. You don't like my music. This mofo is accusing you of horrible things. And then you say he's entitled to his opinion? Hey, Joneson. It's just something about that isn't right. Nope. And as soon as I heard it, it stopped me. I'm like, huh? Do they understand what he is saying? It's like they're overcompensating. Like, I don't know how to put it right now.
But when I'm talking about, I didn't ask for Katie to say those things and put that into my soul. I didn't ask for that, bro. She said that shit and put it out there into people's soul. I didn't ask that.
Peg.
I didn't ask for none of that. I didn't ask her to tell things that were so personal and then told not to come online about it. I didn't ask for any of that.
To me, how do I say this without getting everybody outraged? Because this sector can get outraged. To me, it spoke to them being very nervous and uncomfortable and wanting to keep truth calm by saying that. Well, he's entitled to his opinion. No. I mean, yeah, he is, but if you realized what he was saying, would you say that? And I think they did know what he was saying because the chat was telling them. Laura was sounding like, hello, this is what he said. I can go get it for you and play it. And they were like, do we really need to hear this? And then that's when he says, if that's what Truth thinks, he's entitled to his opinion. You're worried. Something ain't right. Something in the milk ain't clean.
Those weren't the conversations that I...
Right, let me stop this for a minute and let me go to the one. It wasn't his criminal record. It was something else he sent over. Weirdo. Hold on. Let me get to it. I'm pulling it up, y'all. Truth shares his records with the community or with the prison community. Let me add it to stage. I think I said criminal records earlier, but that was wrong. Hold on. Lindsay says, Soup, he claims he was set up as some type of Hollywood. What? Initiation? What is he talking about? It was his name, Soup. This was days before that live stream you were just reviewing. FYI. Okay. This one right here this was days before the one I was just reviewing. All right. We're going to look at it, though.
Every time someone's asked for receipts that I am able to provide or that I provide them.
Yeah, the Illuminati. Sure.
I don't think all creators can say the same thing. What would you do in my position? Because obviously fighting back and arguing back and trying to take up myself is absolutely not working. Putting out any more information will just be me being a bigger attention seeker. Allegedly, everything I'm doing is for clicks and views, yet I'm not on YouTube. I'm on an app where clicks and views don't really fucking matter. Take another vacation.
I hate when people say that, by the way. You're definitely doing this for clicks and views, and it's worked.
I understand, Mr. Dakota.
Okay.
It's a genuine question when you know you're not lying and you're being called a liar by everyone. And when they can't get you on being a liar, then they want to say you lied about your criminal record. Put a 1 in this chat if you ever heard me say that I have been to prison as an adult.
Didn't he say over on YouTube Streets, though, that he had 7 felony, something like that? Oh, yeah, with Tiger Blood. Yes, it's a slow transition, but I'm believing it. Who's muted? Y'all can hear me, right? No, it ain't muted, hon.
Please, I'm dead ass asking you. Put a 2 in if you haven't. Put a 1 if you have. I mean, this is even for the people that don't like me in here. I know there's a couple of you. Have any of y'all ever heard me say that I went to prison as an adult? You heard me tell you I had a super shitty fucking case. And I got convicted of that case.
You were convicted? Okay.
The case is public. These creators over here have had it for over 2 years. Why are they going to the prison community and telling them to expose my criminal record? They've had it for 2.5 years. I don't understand why I have to go around talking about the stupid shit I did to land myself in the shit that I landed myself into.
Paper Cut Tina would love him, Peg. She would absolutely love this type of dude.
Other than using it as a story, as a testimony. Charmy said I've had it the entire time. You think all of these people have been digging on me, my wife, my family, and they don't have my criminal record? feel like people don't get plea deals on first offenses in a state that they basically had no case against because the evidence that they took pictures of in my car never made it to the evidence room where they weighed methamphetamine and said it was cocaine and it was proven that it's like I said, I have a case file. You can request it. Have I talked about there's a difference between inmates and convicts? Absolutely. My birth father was a child molesting motherfucker.
What?
He wouldn't even be considered a convict in the time that convicts were what convicts were.
Oh, no, I got to go back.
Absolutely. My birth father was a child molesting motherfucker. He wouldn't even be considered.
I'm so confused. I thought his father was a pillar of the community. Well, just a few weeks ago, he was having a whole meltdown that his father, somebody was out here looking for something on his dad, which I don't really think that's the truth. And how dare they? He was a pillar of the community and done so much for his community. What? Oh, yeah. The trauma dumping is old at this point. And another thing, it's looking like he's not able to keep up with the trauma he's told, the lies he's told, what's right and what's true and what's not. Hold on. Where'd that go? B slid right into the prison community. Imagine that. Yeah, she said she knew him. His adopted father was. Okay. What? Was he adopted? Let me go back a little bit. See, he's told so many stories, y'all.
Have I talked about there's a difference between inmates and convicts? Absolutely. My birth father was a child molesting motherfucker. He wouldn't even be considered a convict in the time that convicts were what convicts.
Okay, he said his birth father. Okay.
It's where he spent half his time in Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. When they closed that down, he went to Riverbend.
Well, Brushy Mountain. They closed it down. It's up here in Mountain City. It's not a good prison to be in. 19 dads and counting. Wow. I don't either. Yes, I heard that too. Knowledgeable. And his thank you for saying little person, by the way, not the other word. I heard that too, that his adopted mom was a little person. His adopted father was good. Okay, thank you, Sally.
Funny enough, right next to Woodland Hills, where I was as a juvenile, 14 to 18 with a small little bit of time in Taft because of the trouble I was getting in at Woodland Hills. That's 4 years of a juvenile penitentiary. That's what I always spoke about. Those happen to be drug charges too. Driving a stolen vehicle, fleeing, eluding a law enforcement officer, possession with intent to distribute, on top of aggravated assault on a police officer. Yeah, it's hit my ass right to Woodland fucking Hills.
Brushy Mountain used to be the prison where they held you before you went to your big home. The big home. All right. But Brushy Mountain was a horrible prison. I'm pretty sure it's completely shut down now.
Hills. Would you like to go through processing to a center first? Yes.
Tennessee.
It was a boy's home that no longer exists, and I can't remember the name of it to save my life, since I need to go into my childhood mistakes. Y'all got me out here having to explain my childhood rape.
I was about to say it. Let's just look this up. I'm glad you asked that question. I'm going to look this up. Is a juvenile penitentiary a real thing? Do they have those? Yes, juvenile detentions facilities are real, although juvenile penitentiary isn't usually the official term. It's a juvenile detention center, not a penitentiary. Goober.
You got me out here having to explain my father's suicide. Y'all got me out here.
We don't have you out here having to do anything. You did that so on your own. You wanted to. You can't have a conversation. A mofo couldn't talk to you about mowing the yard without you being like, you know what my dad did?
Having to explain what a 14-year-old lost motherfucking kid was on the streets and how I fucked up, ran away from home, was doing a favor for an OG, knowing damn well I shouldn't have been driving a car at 13 motherfucking years old.
What?
Didn't have any clue what was in the trunk, but I wasn't a dumbass either. But when you run away from home, you still got to fucking eat. Well, we ain't gonna get into all that because that's nobody's fucking business. But the fact that y'all went over to Prison Tube to try to expose me because I'm trying to expose a fucking pedo fucking lover and her simps is wild to me. I thought juvenile files are sealed. They are. My adult case was in my 30s. What else did Truth have? I don't know. Assault, fighting, a bunch of fighting misdemeanors thrown out of court. Fucking, I mean, the simple possession of marijuana. They don't act like just because someone ain't got a fucking record this long that they weren't into doing stupid fucking shit and making their living off doing stupid fucking shit while maintaining a real.
Wait a minute, Lindsay. He showed pictures of his adopted parents last night, and she didn't look like an LP. This is like truth. You've done this to yourself, buddy. Brother. Wow. This is getting worse. If the whole thing that I mean, look, it was getting bad, all right, with all these lies that you've been telling and people catching you up in them. And then you come out here and you accuse Chris and Katie of, you know what you accused them of. Then you treat Seth like shit when he's on your panel. And now look at you. Like, this is, I see how you got ran out of other social media platforms.
Day-to-day job. I don't think some of y'all understand the term of a hustler, baby. Y'all think I'm supposed to walk around and talk like a fucking inmate all the time? No disrespect to do. I don't live my life like that. By the grace of God, I've been given a 27th chance in my life. And I'm supposed to just go out here and just tell everybody every detail, everything I ever did.
You do, but I don't believe you.
I can't just generally talk on nothing without everybody having to dig into it to see if there's a lie there somewhere.
Why do you think they do that, Truth? See, most people, when they tell you something about their life, guess what? People tend to believe it. You question everything. And why is that? Because you've been caught up in so many lies. And then when you get caught up in your lies, what do? You come out here and you play the I'm autistic. I had a heart attack last week. This happened, that happened. You trauma dump all over the place. That's why nobody believes you. You understand? Do you actually understand that? Nobody's picking on you. Nobody's attacking. That's another thing. You love the word attack. Knock it off. People are just pointing out your lies and you don't like it. It makes you uncomfortable. So you think, using I'm autistic is a shield, or Clue and Cletus are my friends, thinking that's somehow going to protect you. How's that worked out for you? It hasn't. You didn't bank on a majority of the sector not giving a fuck about Clue and Cletus, did you? Or the internet doing what the internet does and finding out things. That's just the way it works. Hi, Soup. I've never spoken, but Meathead started his BS Meathead in December 2024. Is that on, was that here or was it over on TikTok? And welcome, Donna London, UK, a member for 4 months. Hey, Dukes, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, it's not even like nobody's trying to pick up. We just see what we see. It's obvious. He loves the attention. And I believe he likes it, whether it's good or bad. I think when it's bad attention, though, he does start to get uncomfortable. And where he had Clue and Cletus to fall back on before, not so much now. Day 36, Jasmine on fire. Yeah, there ain't going to be any of that. Yeah, literally, no one has ever shared his criminal background besides him. No one cares. That's like, I don't think anybody's really doxed him except Garbage Girl. I 100%, I would bet everything on it that he is the one who doxed himself or his wife, imaginary wife, in my chat, Trisha Talks, and the Bees. Thank you, Robin. I'd guarantee it was him. Brookie Cookie, Truth? Where'd that come from? And
to the plea deal. It is what it is. We got a 5-year suspended sentence, 3 years on paper. It was supposed to be highly supervised. I was not living in the state where I caught the charges. I was living in North Carolina. North Carolina refused to take the probation. They refused to take the case. So I went back in front of the judge with my attorney and asked the judge basically what other options could we go with, because I could not afford to, when I got called for a piss test, to make it from North Carolina to Southern Kentucky within whatever the 5-hour period is or 4-hour period is you have to report. And I don't know if you know this or not, but at least at the time that I had my charges, I couldn't do it in another state at a testing facility. I had to go to probation and parole of where I had my charges, which would have been literally impossible. And if you go read the transcript of my case, and it's available, one of the reasons that I got what I got was I hate that y'all don't want to hear this, but my autism played a major part.
Oh, here we
The
go.
fact that I was an active addict while having a fucking pedigree and a fucking a resume that spoke for itself. The fact that I had numerous people in my community that held a standard that people respected, that wrote letters to the judge.
No, I don't believe you. This is getting weirder by the minute.
The fact that I had been clean since the day I got arrested and gave the court all the drug tests I took independently from the time I was put out on bond, which was not part of my bond agreement, all the way until I finally got in front of the court. I did those. I paid for those. It's called a paper trail. It's called putting a defense together. Some people may not understand that. They wanted me to turn on who they wanted. I'll give you the exact words I told the motherfucker who came into my cell. You'd be better off going and shooting yourself in front of your mama than to ask me to talk about shit. As soon as they sat me down in that room and said, oh, Mr. Duda, we need to talk to you. I need my attorney. Y'all think I was born yesterday? And unfortunately, in the middle of my case, the person they wanted, so to speak, was murdered. Someone who I care about deeply, someone I talk about all the time.
See, now looky here. Now we got somebody that was unalived. How far? I don't believe none of this. How is it the most tragic things happen to him on daily? He cannot share one damn story without somebody passing away, somebody having a heart attack. God dang. Y'all see what? Thank you, Trooper, for hitting the like. God almighty. I just don't believe him.
And hell, he wasn't even doing nothing. It was just the fact that there was association with it. I'm not going to say nothing more than that. I'm constantly having to explain myself while no other creator has to explain themselves.
That's another thing that bothers him. He's always like, why doesn't Queen Bee have to explain herself? How come she's not attacked? How come Clue and Cletus don't have to? Well, okay, the bee lies. Don't get me wrong. But she don't like come out here and tell these type of stories, weirdo.
I'm not proud of my actions.
Although she tells some tales, though. She does. But you know what I'm saying? There's a difference.
I was 13 years old. And yes, I said 14 to 18. Because by the time I was convicted in Davidson County Juvenile Court, I was 14 then. You don't do it like that. Originally, the charges were much fucking worse.
Yeah, much. Uh-huh.
See, some of y'all seem to forget I was in state custody from the time they finally found me in hiding at 3 years old or so until 6 or 7 when I was adopted. Then at 14, I was locked.
Now what? Now hold on.
Some of y'all seem to forget I was in state custody from the time they finally found me in hiding at 3 years old or so until 6 or 7 when I was adopted. Then at 14, I was locked back up again until I was 18.
So you were adopted at 3? Is that what he said? Let me go back.
I was in state custody from the time they finally found me in hiding at 3 years old or so until 6 or 7 when I was adopted.
Okay. They found him in hiding when he was 3. I don't know about that story. He's got so damn many. All right. Until he was 6 or 7 when he was adopted.
Then at 14, I was locked back up again until I was 18.
And I don't know, y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying. Some of y'all have kept up with him more. Found him hiding. That's what I was going to ask. Found him hiding where at 3? Where? Where were you hiding? It'll change tomorrow. Hey, Sam. Jamie, we all are. I know. Alexis, I know. It makes it very hard to believe anything he says. And then you look like the asshole because you're questioning his stories, but rightfully so. What kind of idiot would I be not to question what he's saying? Question everything. Found him hiding in a Closet by the police, the story that I heard. Okay. Yeah, what hiding where? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think he is plagiarizing other people's life and stories. I do. Hey Drew, down to movies. Maybe he's read some stuff about other people's lives. I think he takes a little bit of everybody's trauma and makes up his own self. I honestly do. Avoid what part? No, I know, right, Pig? That is important. That is, in my opinion, not normal for a missing child. Yeah. Dexter, it does. My God, it does sound like Dexter's story. Remember where his dad found him in the, oh God, what is that thing called? Covered in his mother's, and he was a cop and he took him in and then taught him how to be a good kind of serial killer. It's like he's taken stuff from that. Avoid the childhood trauma part. Soup, I believe that too. I think he makes himself, yeah, I think he uses other people's stories. I do. Shipping container. Thank you. That was driving me crazy. I love Dexter.
People don't even know what the fuck.
No, I really wasn't going into his childhood trauma, but the hiding at the age of 3, like what? Where were you hiding? Yeah, I'm asking that.
Woodland Hills, 98% of y'all have no fucking idea what Woodland Hills is. None of y'all know what the true meaning of the Thunderdome is.
Oh, yeah, definitely a setup. A lot of this is a setup, so people will question it, and then everybody, the Rooster Squad, will get outraged. I think he sets traps, definitely. But at this point, I don't care.
None of y'all know anything about a place called Taft or the numerous wilderness programs that are worse than Taft, worse than Woodland Hills, but leveled much lower. For those who don't understand how leveling in the system goes, you're classified. Because of the charges that I had, I was classified high risk. This would have been in 1998.
What's
So
left
before
of
anybody
him?
comes at me about, oh, you're wrong about it's a dorm, it's a unit, it's a this, make sure you know your fucking history. Because in 1989, they switched how the whole unit and compound was. They re-switched classifications and they changed everything to a 12-bed unit. Before that, there was a 6-bed unit, an 8-bed unit. You were placed by classification and age. In
Oh, the
1999, that
Trinity
changed.
Killer, yes.
But none of this has absolutely anything to do with any case or anything else, but because people want to, challenge everything.
That's your own fault.
People can come out here and scream about the military, and I asked for a DD-214, and you're just like asking for someone's fucking confidential records on, who their parents are or something. I don't fucking know. Y'all think you have the right to go search my father's death certificate. Go to his high school memorial page where he was a teacher for 20 years and take what I posted there that somehow I was lying.
All right.
Now I need to prove, and I will, that y'all are trying to push
I'm bored with this. I do want to play him up on the bees, though. I don't know when this was. Like, I can't keep up with him. He's everywhere. He's on a YouTube tour. This is by CPS. Hold on. Laura's Big Toe reports too. I don't know who they are, but they're catching everything. Can somebody tell me when this was? Now, this I found interesting as well. Lord, he's on a tour. She posted it 16 hours ago.
I was gonna say this is Penny's video that she made in response, but I don't know if this is from a live you just had or if you just got off one.
I just got off one, and so
because I can't keep the fuck up. I mean,
that's yes, man. I need to learn to shut up and let people talk. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I do too. I might have a little bit of a delay, but
before you guys start, I'm gonna hop down so y'all can have a conversation without me being here. Have a good one. Thank you for letting me up, Queen.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
say because I was here for some of when UA was on panel.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Go ahead. No, you're fine. Go ahead. Like I said, I keep an open panel. You know that. I've always had an open panel channel. You know that.
Yeah, open panel channel. We know, B. Yes, we know what you're saying. Truth gets on the Beast panel and continues to lie about his comments. When challenged by Petty, he jumps off the panel and runs. When I see Petty come up on the panel and I see that avatar of hers, it's like, I'm here. I'm here to fuck up everything you're about to say.
Yes, but and we can talk about this off here, right? Because I don't have a problem having a conversation with you off here. I'd be
Right.
before and whatever, but
Yeah, this is from Petty AF.
Right.
This.
Right, but I have a little bit of it. Well, like I said, we'll talk offline about
Right.
2 lives you did about me that just destroyed the hell out of me without even talking to me first, and I have an issue.
Well, that's the thing too. You said it destroyed you, but the thing is that, from my understanding, it was your own actions that upset people and the things that were said. Now, was that a threat towards you, or no? That wasn't.
No. Here's what happened. So, and I will.
That's important. That's really
All right, there's my email.
important.
Well, it's super important. I agree with you. So we're in the middle of talking. Now, mind you, I've already been into it with UA because and we have the screenshots. I thought they were provided to you. Maybe they haven't been yet. Where UA was talking to Mandy BS and told Mandy BS that she knew where I lived. And Mandy was like, well, how do you know where he lived? And she goes, because I've driven by his house. And Mandy goes, well, how do you know it's his house? And she goes, because I just know. I know everything, wherever it was. So then at some point, it was either Mandy or someone else got a message, or it may have been Charming, that said, tell the truth, he needs to shut up. He's only 10 minutes from me, and I hit hard. Okay? So I ignored that one. And then there's another one that comes in that's some reference a few days later of, truth is trying. When I was the first time I was up on P&O.
Yeah, because the thing is, I was told these were messages from like 2 months ago that they were not recent. They were like in tandem. What she talks like Mandy.
No, that's not true.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's simply not true. They were I've got the screenshots. You know what I mean? And Mandy can send them to you. You understand what I'm saying? So
I think she did. I got a lot of messages in here, but I think she just did.
Okay, maybe she did. But and mind you, so the way I know
that it was 8-4, not 2 months ago. Right there. Right there's a correction there. It was 8-4, not 2 months ago. It's 8-22, right? What's it at the 24th or some shit? I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah. So when I was up on the panel that I was invited up on, I didn't go up there. He came into my chat and invited me up there. Okay. So I go up there and she's messaging somebody about I'm talking too much or something. I'm trying to take over the panel. Well, the funny thing is, it's not 5 minutes later, they asked me what I thought about Sebastian, right? And I said, man,
okay, that's the panel he went on. What was it? YouTube Streets. I think the B thought you were trying to take over the panel too. Yeah, he's scared of you, eh? Oh, really? Sounds to me. I think they are. I think everybody is. Anybody with a lick of common sense is.
Man, y'all, that's kind of a spot to put me in. I wasn't prepared for that question, trying to think about how to answer it. And before I could answer the question, here pops up UA, and the first thing she says is, oh, y'all want to know about Sebastian? And then goes. So I just drop out the panel because I'm just not going to get up there and listen to her talk about this neighbor, that neighbor, I know this, when you don't even have my own house correct.
Right.
And so here's where the comes into it. So in my chat the other day, this brand new account comes in, and it says, uses my government name. It says something about if you want to meet or whatever the case. It was kind of like a sideways thread.
Now, this is where I got confused because I thought when you were talking about the thread, I thought you meant it was the thread and the docs had been done in YouTube Streets' chat.
No,
so I understand. I went back and checked the chat. I went and looked everywhere in the whole chat to find it. Then they came back and said that it was in the comment section after.
No,
yeah. So there was So somebody did actually dox him in YouTube Streets. Because see, I didn't believe that either. I didn't go back and look. Somebody said, yay, YouTube Streets. Are they in here? Was he actually doxxed? Y'all let me know. Because I was in bed. Yeah, I don't believe he lives in a gated community. He put his house on his community wall post. Wait, hold on. Hold on, where'd it go? Wait, it was said in the chat. What was? No, that didn't happen in YouTube Street. So he's lying again that he was doxxed. And if he was, he doxed himself. Zero bets with me. He doxed himself. Wise Angel, yes. Someone said something about meet me at your wife's work or something like that. Huh. No one has shown a receipt of a particular comment in YouTube Streets chat that night. Yep. Here we go. Again. No, you're not crazy. He's doxing himself.
It wasn't after what might over there, but what I'm talking about was in my live, right? And so after the live was done, and so it was a troll. It's the same troll. And when you see the pictures, you'll see it's the same name. So I said, let me tell you something. And this is the part you got. I'm talking to the troll. I don't, at this point, I haven't put together that the troll, in my opinion, is UA. You'll see it later in the picture where the troll is talking to UA. That's when I put it together that it was UA. But when I was talking to the troll, I said, okay, if you want to bring my wife into this, and they said exactly what I said. Now, mind you, Queen, I just played a recording that for some reason everybody wants to go around and say it was a voicemail. It was not. There were other people on that. There was not a voicemail where Chris says the words I said almost identical, right? Now, everybody said, oh, no, that's Chris protecting his family. He has the right to protect his family. But when Truth says it about his wife to a troll, then there's a problem. But here's where it goes to the next step. Right after that, they block the troll. And I lean down in the mic.
Yes. Yes, Nanya. You want to show the comment, Soup? It's nothing doxing at all. Yes. Hold on. I sure do. Because I know none of you wouldn't send me anything that was doxing. Hold on. Let me look. All right, I'll just wait on it.
Microphone and I say, hey guys, watch. Because of what I just said was so quote into the quotations extreme, they're going to tell on themselves. They're going to go say, I was just threatened by Truth. And what the hell happens? UA comes out talking about Truth said he was going to slit my throat.
That's not true.
Oh my God. Okay.
I've got the full clip of that.
And here comes Betty. That's not true.
I've got the full clip of the live. I'll just upload it. You lying.
Okay, to play right now.
Okay, Queen was playing it before you come up.
Okay, and then we're going to see the behind the screen screenshots too. You have those, right, Betty?
I don't have the screenshots. You do. It's not my job. I'm showing you lying.
They're in Discord. They're in Queen's Discord.
Yeah, so then you're trying to make it look like I'm talking to her when I'm not. When I found out that it was her is when the screenshot came up of that person who had never been seen before talking to UA about a workplace my wife used to work at, which UA knows why that comes into play. Why would that random brand new account know to talk to UA about my wife's workplace? Let's stop.
Truth, what I need to know is what solid proof have you got that that troll is UA?
I just told you.
No, you never. You told me a theory.
Okay, and what proof do you have it's not her?
I don't have any proof. All this video is showing is that you lied in your life just now.
Penny, you want me to answer or you ask me a question and you don't let
Don't
me
be rude to me, Truth. I don't stand for that shit.
All right, Queen, I appreciate it. This is what I wasn't going to do. Thank you. I appreciate everybody.
And there he goes. He's gone. Just like that. Same old, same old. This idiot. Hold on. Let me see what y'all are saying. Tim Curry passed away today? Yeah, he put his own house on his community wall. And I can't even remember who he was saying was trying to dox him on X. Hold on. All right, none you sent it. Let me download it. So we're not sitting here in silence. I'm going to go back to the one panel we were listening to because there's a little bit more I want to listen to with y'all. Where'd it go? Okay, here it is.
Only about Sebastian Rogers. I don't give a fuck about your personal life. Only about what's been said. Because what's been said has been some crazy shit, bro.
Right? How about this? I'll answer it just like this for you, okay? When, see, this is where it's going to put me in a fucked up position, all right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to shut up, okay? Because, yeah, I feel like this is not proactive in any way. This is coming at me like I'm a liar.
No. I just want transparency, man. That's all we're trying to get, bro.
Transparency to ask other people that were involved for their transparency. How about that?
So just information you know other people do know for sure.
1 billion%. 1 billion gazillion %. I'm done. Listen, this is not throwing
we're talking about yeah, I know we're talking about.
That's a lie.
Crazy, bro. Like I'm not here to do that. I'm not here. I literally am trying to help the best I can keep Sebastian a priority. I said what I said. Should I have said it? Probably fucking not. But I did. What do you want me to do from here? I told the truth. That's the whole thing. I didn't lie. You said elevated truth. Are you willing to take a lie detector test? I told the fucking truth, bro. So what's wrong with saying the truth about a missing child?
Well, you're in a weird position too because you're holding information as well.
Do you think it's okay? Oh yeah,
I don't think you should say it, but you're in a weird position because so it goes against. It's contradicting. You're being transparent with the information to help find Sebastian, but you're holding information at the same time. So the FBI knows. Does the FBI know the information you're holding?
You see how this conversation would work better if
question.
you had a conference with like other people and not in front of 1,000 people, where I don't think this is going to help the case in any way to discuss this back and forth. It's just going to make me look like a liar that's holding information and only me. You see what I'm saying? Like this doesn't do anything but make me look like more of a piece of shit when I'd be willing to talk to you. But I don't think the things that I'd be willing to talk to you should go out to the public the same way as I shouldn't have said what I said, because for 2 fucking years I stood up for nobody better fucking say that shit. And I'm the one that ended up doing it. I feel like a fucking asshole for it, but it came out and happened. I don't know what anybody
I don't know what the problem is with it.
wants me to do about it other than take accountability for it.
Well, you said fuck the Proudfoots.
Well, I do think, listen, bro, for
Betty
many reasons
Frank.
other than what we're talking about. Why shouldn't it be? Why shouldn't it be fuck all the parents until they find their kid? Why not?
All right. I do have the screenshot. I don't know what's going on with it downloading. So this was in YouTube Streets chat. And someone says, Mandy, their name is Mandy, says, I didn't even know that. And then there's somebody that goes by Weird Strangers. Question UA Crimson Tide. UA Crimson Tide says, since I know that someone is recording this, ASUO 200 to Scotland County, whatever. All right. And then Weird Strangers. God almighty, I can barely read this. Do they have emergency care? What the hell? Who put this in red? Okay. And it has his names. His name, wife, work. I cannot get this to download, y'all. But no, that's not a dox. But somebody does. Hold on. I got something else. None yet. Thank you. So what it says exactly, it says Weird Strangers. Yeah, because it is blurry. Thank you, Nunya. Do they have emergency care at blank wife's work? That way he can get the care he will need. That's not a dox, Truth. That is not a dox whatsoever. I wonder who that account is. Y'all think it's him? Yes, that's the same person who left the comment on that live with his name. Yeah. I believe he was Brookie. Yes, I do too. He knows exactly what he's doing. Red writing means Jesus said it. It's not a dox. It's absolutely not a dox. And I won't even say his name. But just his name being in there, he's going to be, it's a dox, it's a dox, it's a dox. Thank you, Nunya.
Because it's hard for me to do that, you know, for both sides. I give them both benefit of the doubt, you know.
Okay, well, but with respect, you haven't been following the case like that either, and you haven't had personal conversations.
Okay, I think I done played that part. Hold on, let me move along.
With a silent panel and get beat up. So with respect, I appreciate you. If you want to talk off.
Let me go back.
The chat's actually saying I'm not doing hard enough questions.
Okay, well, am I a suspect? Like the fuck? What kind of question?
Yeah,
dude, we heard that.
You can literally go check my analytics.
What?
There are channels that put it out because they want to talk about it all the time.
That's probably what caused the man. You did so many lies. You went manic.
No, I just work really hard, bro. I'm a hard worker. I also run. See, it does this.
No, I get that. I get that.
I feel like it's being a little bit of a joke, and I take my shit very seriously. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but
That's your problem. You take everything too serious. And this is a lot of the reason why I call you troll food. You are troll food because you fall for every type of troll pressure, even a little bit. Just us clowning on you a little bit for the stupid things you do. You rage out and make a fool of yourself. You do need to lighten the fuck up.
like, I take what I believe very seriously. I take my hard work very seriously, and I also have businesses outside of this. So I'm a grown man that doesn't need to sit and explain myself to people who don't give a not necessarily you, but people in the chat that don't actually give a shit what I have to say. It's a waste of my breath and it's a waste of time.
Andy's bowed.
Yeah, the chat's going in on you, bro. Holy.
They are. The chat is giving him that work. Someone says, you threw your friends under the bus and you threw a fit because they couldn't come watch you support your rage rant because they had real life stuff. What? You are not a IRL. Oh, that's Nunya right there. An IRL streamer. You sit in front of your computer and talk about YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, they're going in on him. Yeah, someone said hard worker sitting there screaming at the camera.
But bro, I don't care. That's the thing. But like I said,
you care.
I'm not gonna sit up here with a silent panel and get beat up. So with respect, I appreciate you. If you want to talk offline, I'll be more than glad to speak with you. If you wanted to come back and say whatever you want.
I don't trust people like this. You start asking these aren't even really hard-hitting questions. They're playing softball with him. With the questions. And he's like, if you want to talk offline, that means offline, I can manipulate you into looking at it my way. Here, I've got people holding my feet to the fire, so this ain't going to work out too well.
Want to afterwards, that's your choice. But I'm not going to sit up here and disrespect people I care about, nor am I going to continue to cause more drama for myself for no reason whatsoever for other people to benefit off of it. I'm just not going to do it.
Yep.
Because if you know anything about clicks and views don't matter. That's not how it works over here.
No, shut up, Baldy. Exactly, Stella. The masses supported him because they are sheep that follow Clue and Cletus. Clue and Cletus dumped him, so the masses did too. I guess he wasn't aware people didn't like him. I don't think he was either. My opinion has always been that, like Stella, people liked him because Clue and Cletus. And he said he just threw them away. Cletus introduced him on JB Gunner's panel. Does that clip still exist? He told his new friends he started in Clue's channel. Now that might be something I'm going to go look for later. Clue and Cletus have BHB, Britt Craig allegedly speculating her husband and Seth all in some huge love ring. So they've got a lot of what? Really? Yeah, now they're worried about wise truth being covered. And that's their new narrative to question why he's not being asked out. Oh, Dago? Okay. He hasn't been dumped, in my opinion, either.
It's interaction with your crowd. It's the only way you make money over here. Clicks and views don't mean shit.
Dude, I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to beef. We're just trying to
Yes, my great.
I'm questions not that we want to ask. You just did one of the big, in my opinion. Maybe I'm not into the Sebastian Rogers case like that, but from my opinion, this is literally the biggest bombshell in a minute since we got the freaking footage of the Miss Proudfoot in the restaurant when Dog the Bounty Hunter put it out. In my opinion, so that's why these questions are important, bro.
They might be important, but they're not going to do anything but give people more shit to come at me about. All right. And here's the thing. If you think that I'm not standing, I've got some of my support still, right? They're obviously over here, But I'm watching so many of my own people in your chat going against me that they don't even agree with what I'm doing. I'm still going to stand on what I said. Like I said before, should I? Then everybody's like, then shut the fuck up. Cool, I will. I can find myself off the stage. Not a big deal. I was asked to come over. So, like I said, I don't owe anybody anything except Sebastian. Should I have said it differently? Yes. Was I tired of holding that shit in when I thought it was some real weird shit? Yes. That's it. Was I aware that it could be channel suicide if I did it? Yeah, I do. But in the end, maybe it'll be something, maybe it won't. But my soul is a little bit more cleansed by it. And I think it's funny that it was said that it.
Yeah, Cletus is never this quiet. Never. I don't know what's going on in his head. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Trooper, for that one.
The parents acted like it wasn't true and it didn't happen, and no one's paying attention to that, right? No one's paying attention to that. They play out lied on the panel that it didn't happen and there wasn't a code word when there absolutely was.
One last question.
Yeah.
If you know, we're all hoping that this is like what everyone's hoping, and this would be the fairy tale ending. If Sebastian comes back when he's 18 years old, you think he would be happy with the stuff that you put out?
I think what I put out would be the least of the things he was worried about that people have said, including his own parents and his own dad, who described his essay in detail on a panel. So no, I don't think it's the worst thing that's been put out. Like the same way as his father acted like he was jerking himself on a panel.
Shut up. I'm skipping that. No, you will not. No, you will not. I hope that chat gave him hell.
Being in a situation, right, and actually
Let me
going
go
out
back a little.
Stuff like that, and then expect me not wanting to know more. So he wasn't supposed to say the stuff, Cletus, right? But he did. Now we're in a position where if we don't cover it, we're not doing our jobs.
Well, I don't know. 2.5 years ago, I could see where you're coming from. I'm just being honest, right? But being in a situation, right, and actually going out, spending a lot of time actually searching, working with somebody that actually knows what the hell they're doing, right? They're a PI and a search and rescue person, right? You sort of get a different perspective.
Is he saying that about truth? Wait a minute. Is he saying this about truth? Yeah, if I'm being honest. He thinks Truth is a private investigator? I need to listen.
Things. And I don't know. It's a catch-22, and I hear arguments from both sides on.
Oh, SF. Okay.
You know, anytime talking about a missing child, regardless of what the context is, it's spreading his name, and his name's getting out there. And I get that aspect, but I also look at it like, if you're really trying to do something, I don't know that that really helps. And I do know that it hurts people. You know what I mean?
Oh God, UA comes up. There's shit. Here comes UA. And I like that the chat isn't just that side over there. I love this. I mean, everybody is getting a chance to talk, whether it's for truth or against truth. Because if this was in any other chat that liked truth, they would be blocked and deleted. But
I did have a question for you. You said, if you don't mind me asking, you said that this is the biggest thing that's come out since the photo of the mom at the restaurant. And why, out of curiosity, why do you feel like that was such a big thing?
Okay, so we got so when we were covering it, it was the body language. I know that she was trying to find a waitress, but it was, you know what it was? And now looking back in hindsight, Dog the Bounty Hunter did some shady ass fucking shit. Because look, when you're not in the case like y'all, and then you got a big channel like Dog the Bounty Hunter that posts that,
what's
right?
going on here?
Having people attempt to do behind the scenes. And what I sent you is evidence of that.
Let me go back a little.
So necessarily
thing that's come out since the photo of the mom at the restaurant. And why out of curiosity, why do you feel like that was such a big thing?
Okay, so we got some. So when we were covering it, it was the body.
because
Because look, when you're not in the case like y'all,
I'll
and then you
leave
got
it
a big
here.
channel like Dog the Bounty Hunter that posts that, right?
Mhm.
The way that he made it seem like that was the last time we seen Sebastian, and then walking to the car, and I forget something happened.
Oh, you're talking about the Texas Roadhouse footage.
yeah,
I
Texas Roadhouse.
I got you.
Yeah.
And you know that I can agree with that was big and it was important, right? Because it does show him, and I get that. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah, it's go ahead, Crimson.
I was gonna say I sent you an email, actually 2 emails. One is of something that you probably haven't seen before. And I don't know that really it was covered because most of YouTube had walked away from covering Sebastian and talking about Sebastian because of the C&Ds, the RICO, the lawsuits, the threats.
Is this going to be about truth or RICO?
And so, you know, I think that is important to say. I also want to say that just because parents aren't out there,
Oh God,
necessarily searching in public doesn't mean that there aren't things that are going on or that they're having people attempt to do behind the scenes. And what I sent you is evidence of that. So I think that that's actually what I sent you, which would be.
I don't want to be as deep as you are in this wormhole, Crimson.
wait a minute. I found the one. Hold on. I found the one I was looking for. I don't want to. Sorry. I just don't want to listen to you, A. Can't do it. God, this is the one I've been looking for. I might have to slow it down.
I can also tell you that I went and had a meeting. Okay, I'll say that and I won't say anything else. I would be a liar all day. All your people over there have drugged the fuck out of me, and I'm fine with that. I'm not mad at you for that. But I'm gonna tell you,
What is he
if you wanna
doing?
find your son, start listening to the truth and not the people playing you like a board game. The same way I was played like a board game. At different ages.
The only people I listen to is my PI, my FBI contacts, and any
Hey,
information I get
Leon.
in.
It hasn't been that way, Bubba. That's why you're in the position you are with the community, because the people you were around made you look a certain way.
I understand that.
You know, and so now, I've never met you personally.
This one, truth paneled by Plug, a member of YouTube Streets, pushed on his Sebastian comments and a lie detector.
Apparently, people say you give off this vibe or that vibe. Well, they say the same thing about me, dog. I'm not saying you did anything. What I've said is that there's some real suspicious shit. From the beginning story, when Sebastian went missing, Chris and Katie presented him as a damn near level 2 autistic that couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
You represented him as someone who was independent and stay at home for 12, 13 hours at a time and be perfectly fine. Now, as someone in the community, how do we process
You're
those two different
welcome,
Sebastians?
Kitty.
Different structure, I guess. I don't
That's not even a structure set. That's 2 different people. Not even being able to fucking get in the
Oh,
bed
God,
with
did he
you being able to
really?
be there 13 hours by himself, bro. I'm autistic. That is a massive difference. So for the
God almighty. He even does this with Seth.
Todd, I'll have you up a little bit. Just sit back there. We'll get you up in a minute. We're trying to do one at a time. I know you probably have you for everybody up here. Go.
Oh my God, let me go back.
All right, my bad. It took longer than I expected. All right, let me pull Truth back up. You wait, Crimson Todd. I'll have you up a little bit. Just sit back there. We'll get you up in a minute. We're trying to do one at a time. I know you probably have you for everybody up here. Go. All right, yeah, go ahead, Truth. I got some other questions. Go ahead.
I just couldn't hear you. My bad. For some reason, the sound dropped and it was just silent on my end.
Let me ask you
Okay.
this. So, with this whole, okay, so, man, so this Sebastian Rogers thing, right? Do you regret anything you said recently?
That's a double-edged sword. Do I regret how I said it, the manner in which I said it? Absolutely. Do I regret getting it off my soul based on the reason why I felt that it was said and then made me, or was told to me that I couldn't say it for XYZ reason? It got to a point where you start looking at all the times that something was said of, you can't talk about this because it's being worked on or this or that. And nothing ever came out of it. Nothing ever came from law enforcement. And when I finally had, the time when I was in the hospital and I was laying there thinking about everything, shit just started to not feel right anymore. And unfortunately, I can sit here and make excuses all day long. It doesn't matter. I was put on a medication called Kepprin. And I was taking.
They have main character syndrome. Those two do. Yep, agreed.
1,500 milligram injections into my stomach, and then anyway,
He's
look at the clip and
lying.
you'll know. It doesn't make an excuse, but I was way out of character and way overboard because I didn't know how to express what I was trying to say. So yes, I do feel that I could have done it in a much more respectful way to Sebastian, and that I am 100% responsible. However, when people say that the information wouldn't help at all, my response is, well, maybe, but maybe not. But what I do know is that I don't have to hold that on my soul anymore. And I'm sorry. I mean, if it bothers people, what bothers me is that I heard it from the mouth that I heard it from, which is exactly the last person who was seen with Sebastian Wayne Blake Rogers. Can I stand on? I'm telling the truth. Was the delivery wrong? Yes, absolutely it was. And I apologize for that, truly. But, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't lie, and I stand on that hill no matter what anybody thinks about me.
Did Seth get anything out of that, you think? And did you talk to him off after you guys did the little interview? Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't even know Seth was coming on my panel, bro. Like, people can say what they want to. Seth, there was someone in the chat that sent Seth the link. They come out and spoke on it. I had my panel open for anybody who wanted to come over and talk to me about what was going on.
This is all about him, y'all. This has nothing to do with Sebastian whatsoever. This is just about him.
Between me and Clue, if you really want to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that what was going on over at fucking Granny's with the father or the stepfather and the mother, right? We're talking about that. All of a sudden, he pops up in my back chat. Are you on YouTube right now? So I just want to make sure before.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. So he pops up in my back chat. I'm like, what the fuck? So of course I bring it up because he's never talked to anybody on the dark side that I know of, the quote dark side. And I've said forever, if I had an opportunity to talk to him, I was going to hit him with every hard question that everybody asked. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. And people think, oh, your attitude sucks. Yeah, it probably did. But I'm also tired of everybody tiptoeing and fucking, playing tap dance around questions. Ask the fucking questions and stop pussyfoot.
Oh, God, I'm freaking sick of him, y'all. It's always about him. That's... God. What's the medical excuse? I mean, okay. It was a couple of weeks ago. He said he was in the hospital. He had heart attacks and mini strokes. That his wife was his nurse and snuck him out a couple of times. And he was giving himself some type of shot. What was it? A blood thinner. No, what? This is all lies. And then he comes on YouTube. Then he starts having these meltdowns and these freak outs, flipping tables like he's Teresa Giudice. And it hasn't stopped since. Says the Riddler. Yeah. And a brain bleed. Thank you. And he also had a brain bleed. Elevated delusions. Like I said, I do think there's a little bit of truth in some of the things that he has said. I do think that the Proudfoots have overshared. What the hell is this? Wait a minute, somebody sent me.
I don't think.
Hold on. I want to move on to something funny. Wait, hold on. Somebody just sent me this. I'm just sick of truth. I am sick of him. But I'll probably cover something stupid he does again. Be timid and the hive freak out over. Hold on. Let me add this to stage. Hey, Emily. Is this the one I played yesterday?
They know they're unmuted.
Yeah.
I thought she was fucking wrong as hell for doing that.
Oh, yeah. This is when Clue and Cletus were up on the bees, unmuted. The poor little dweeby. He's over there having a panic attack, talking about, you're unmuted, you're unmuted. And it sounded like they were talking to Truth.
Fucking PJ, and she can come on and say, I give her the goddamn, I put my hand on my own charges. I sure the fuck did call it.
I don't think they know they're unmuted. Blue, you're unmuted.
Yeah, they don't know they're unmuted.
Well, queen.
Hey, I texted.
Queen, 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 queen.
Hey, I texted her.
Listen to him, y'all. Queen, 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 queen. I thought at first when I heard it the first time that was edited that way. No, he is actually screaming, queen, 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 queen.
To know she's on.
Queen.
Fuck, dude, what do they have to hide that is so scary?
I don't know.
Queen, queen, queen.
When something falls, he goes, whoa. Listen.
Yeah, they don't know they're on.
Why, oh, Ange, why did you do this to me? You bitch. Listen.
Queen, 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 queen. I don't think they know they're unmuted.
I told Clue I thought she was fucking wrong as hell for doing that with fucking DJ. And she can come on and say, I didn't try it. The goddamn I put my hand on my charger. I should have fuck did call it.
I don't think they know they're unmuted. Clue, you're
Yeah, I saw that one the other day. Hold on. I think it's the other one.
The link back here.
Anyway, that was funny. Poor old dweeby over there freaking out. I really thought that was edited that way, but no, it is him over there screaming, queen, 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 clue, queen. I can't neither. How can it? I don't know. I wish people would just normalize calling her the bee. Oh, and if y'all didn't know, Crude went live last night. I'm not done listening to it. Him and Hostile Hooves is back. I like Hostile Hooves. I really do. To me, he doesn't go too low at all. He's funny. I really do enjoy their coverage. Where is that at? I want to drop that link into the chat. Yeah, let me just type it in up here. Sorry if I'm a little off today, y'all. I'm worried about Bun Bun. Hold on. Let me get that link for y'all. Yeah, he's very chill, Frank is. Been around for a long time. I'm wondering if he remembers me. I'm going to ask him one day from years ago.
UA is the one he said his wife fired.
Oh.
She said it was on her way home that she got video, that I'm assuming she got video of his house. Okay, so yeah, don't care. Already, instantly, don't care. Like the shit between Sinner and Davis fam, AAA Latchkey, aka.
Oh, who was it who was wanting to fight Sinner now? Who is it? There is another call to fight. I think it's one of the guys from the prison sector. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's acting like he's feeling a little bit better now, but something's wrong with him today. He's acting very lethargic. I'm just keeping my eye on him right now.
A latchkey gypsy, don't care. They're gonna throw it at each other. They can have that mess. I don't care. No, there's no sympathy on either side for me.
Pino.
Same with this truth in UA. Don't care.
But the only
Anyway, they are not done. They are still on receipts. Hostile Hooves let everybody know last night he ain't going anywhere. All this truth stuff has kind of been a little bit of a distraction, and he's still working on some stuff. So just to let y'all know, they ain't going anywhere. He's been drinking his water. I don't know, Casey. I am a little worried about him. You think? Change of season? It's still warm here. He's only a year old. He's young. I got him right here beside of me, and I just wanted to have a chill live with y'all. And why does P&O look a little bit like JLR? He does? Crude and Hostile, keep it clean. Yep. I like both. I watch them. And so I'm not into the gaming, but I do like them. Oh, thank you, Andy. Yep, he has. And peed. P&O wants to fight over lies he's been told. Wait a minute. Are you serious? Does he believe the lies from the B about Sinner? P&O, buddy, let me tell you something. Before you get yourself wrapped up in that, if that's what it is, do your research. Those guys, P&O and YouTube Streets, are dumb fucks. Sorry. I don't really know him. I just been listening to him here lately when Truth is on the panel. I really don't know him. I thought it was funny that one of them wanted to fight Sinner. Like, what? And if they're doing it for the B's sake, that's going to be embarrassing for him later on. Thank you, Zero Jules. The Tiny is hilarious. I love her. I wish I could play her clips, especially the one she did on Truth with that stupid. Let's hear that song one more time, y'all. God, I cannot believe he did this. Cock-a-doodle doo. How about you cock-a-doodle don't any more of that? You understand me? That was embarrassing. I think here it is. Yeah. Let's hear it one more time. He loves that AI praise music. It's so embarrassing. One more time.
So please don't
Hold
try.
on.
I had to go.
Single one of you in the chat are disrespectful for not taking it serious.
This ain't no bye-bye. It's a goodbye. You push me too hard. I don't comply. I don't comply.
Oh.
This is a one-way trip. So please don't try. I had to go, had to save my soul. This ain't no drill, this is real, you should know. And I can't tell you the pain I've been through.
What? You goofy, bald mofo. Everything is serious. This praise music. I won't comply. Nobody knows the pain I've had. Cock-a-doodle-doo. What? Who told you this was a good idea? Who? And he does this a lot, y'all. I'm telling y'all, you gotta pay attention to Truth. When he is live, he loves to put on some type of inspirational music, or I'm down bad music, somebody betrayed me music. You know what that's for? That's to manipulate his subscribers, the Rooster Squad. Music, I learned a long time ago, do not be rocked to sleep by instrumental. That is to pull at your heartstrings. Yeah, Cletus's was better. But Truth does it to get people to feel sorry for him. He stares at the camera very awkwardly. But this one, no, you don't, Holly. This one was one of the worst. Truth, Sir cringe a lot.
Okay.
This ain't no flyby. So good.
Okay.
This ain't no flyby.
Can I critique it as it goes, or should I'll just let it
You push me too hard. I don't comply.
You push me too far. I don't comply.
This is how he brings himself down. He's centering himself.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Y'all hear this? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Man, that's why I say you are troll food, buddy.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
And he cried. He cried.
Good do.
Oh my God. Butte, I see Butte in there. Butte said, he sure told them cock-a-doodle-doo.
The beat's good and everything else sucks.
This is embarrassing.
Is he crying?
Yeah. Jump up on here and crow. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes. This would be a time for me to tell a mofo, you're embarrassing yourself. Go to bed. And this mofo does need to go to bed because he's been up for a week.
This ain't no flyby. This a goodbye. You push me too hard. I don't comply. I don't comply. This is a one-way trip, so please don't try. I had to go, had to grow, had to save my soul. This ain't no
I had to go, had to save my soul. God almighty. Like I told y'all, this mofo can't do nothing without being a complete cringe ball.
This is real, you should know. And I can't tell you the pain I've been through. Cock-a-doodle-doo. This ain't no fly. It's a goodbye.
It is.
You push me too hard, I don't comply. I don't
Thank you, Pickles. Turn it up.
Doodle-doo.
Oh, man.
Rooster Squad.
Wow. Looky here, Rooster Squad. Get your dude. Get your bald feller there. God almighty. How embarrassing. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. God, I can't. TP, if you do your songs of the year, that's got to be on there, girl. Oh, my God. Anyway, y'all, I've been on here a little over 2 hours. I'm going to make sure Bun Bun's doing okay. I'm still worried about him. Even though he's right here beside of me, I'm going to check on him. And the little one will be home soon. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. Oh, wait a minute. We got a new member. Let me get you something, Daisy May.
He stirs that truth, then cleanse it all. Soup and bun bun, yo, they don't serve that tea. Keep it pushing, baby.
Thank you so much and welcome to membership. This Sunday, there will not be a members only because I'm going four-wheeling, y'all. I'm going to get out of here for a little bit. Thank y'all so much for thinking about little Bun Bun. Hey, that girl. Just as I'm about to leave. You're welcome, sweetie. All right, y'all. I'm out. I got stuff to do. I might be back on later. I might not. We'll see. Thank you, that girl.